guys, Victoria here. This week we're talking about our agent search a little bit more and maybe offering some advice. And originally I was going to do this really funny baking analogy about the recipe for finding a great agent. And then I pretty quickly realized that I couldn't because there's not a recipe for it. There are things that you can do to increase your chances. You can write a really good book, you can polish it, you can do a strong query letter, you can follow the rules, and sometimes you're going to do everything right and it's not going to work out, and then sometimes you're going to do everything wrong and it is going to work out. And there are so many unpredictables that I just felt like I couldn't do this analogy as much as I wanted to incorporate sugar, which I'm always trying to incorporate. I actually didn't query my agent, Amy. I queried somebody else at the agency, and they passed the query on to her. And the reason I didn't query her is because I write things that have fantasy, or that's my dogs. I write fantastical things, and Amy says that she doesn't represent sci-fi or fantasy on her, site. And so I didn't query her, and I wouldn't have queried her. And yet the agent felt like stylistically we would be a good fit, and so she passed the letter on, and it worked out perfectly. We clicked so well over the writing of it. And it just goes to show you that you never know how it's going to work out. You can do everything that you can to plan, and you can do all the right steps, and sometimes it surprises you in the end. So I realize that's not very good advice. The best piece of advice that I can actually give, in addition to following the rules, doing research, making sure that your book is polished, is to be nice. And I know it sounds overly simple and probably not that fun, but it's actually the best thing that I could suggest. This is an industry that's filled with rejection, and it's filled with really hard moments as well as great ones. It's a total roller coaster ride, and the ability to keep your chin up through it and your head down and just work through those rejections and work through those hard points and just be nice and respectful to everybody that you meet, that gets you so far. And some of the best relationships that I've formed have been started just from being courteous and being friendly and open. So it sounds like a total cop-out to say that my best advice is to just be nice to everybody, but it's good. Like, it's a good piece of advice. It's one of those ones you're not going to see on all the blogs that tell you how to get published. In the face of rejection, just be nice. Remember that it's not personal and that you're searching for a relationship. And if an agent rejects you, then it wasn't meant to be. It wouldn't have been a good relationship. So keep your chin up, keep your head down, work hard, and be nice. So anyway, tomorrow Leah will be continuing our theme this week, and I'm sure she'll have some really great insight.